Today I'm going to be reading a couple chapters to you. The first one is called Home on page 276, which goes to page 280, so I'm just going to read a couple of the pages. Mom and I didn't talk much the whole walk home, and when we got to the front stoop, I automatically looked in the front bay window because I forgot for a second that Daisy wasn't going to be there like always, perched on the sofa with her paws on the windowsill waiting for us to come home. It made me kind of sad when we walked inside. As soon as we did, Mom dropped my duffel bag and wrapped her arms around me and kissed me on my head and on my face like she was breathing me in. "It's okay, Mom, I'm fine," I said, smiling. She nodded and took my face in her hands. Her eyes were shiny. "I know you are," she said. "I missed you so much, Augie." "I missed you too." I could tell she wanted to say a lot of things, but she was stopping herself. "Are you hungry?" she asked. "Starving. Can I have a grilled cheese?" "Of course," she answered. It immediately started to make the sandwich while I took my jacket off and sat down at the kitchen counter. "Where's Olivia?" I asked. "She's coming home today with Dad." "Boy, did she miss you, Augie," Mom said. "Yeah?" She would have liked the nature reserve. You know what movie they played? The Sound of Music. "You'll have to tell her that." "So do you want to hear about the bad part or the good part first?" I asked her after a few minutes, leaning my head on my hand. "Whatever you want to talk about," she answered. "Well, except for last night, I had an awesome time." I said, it was just awesome. "That's why I'm so bummed. I feel like they ruined the whole trip for me." "No, sweetie, don't let them do that to you. You were there for more than 48 hours, and that awful part lasted 1 hour. Don't let them take that away from you, okay?" "I know," I nodded. "Did Mr. Tushman tell you about the hearing aids?" "Yes, he called us this morning." "Was Dad mad? Because they're so expensive?" "Oh my gosh, of course not, Augie. He just wanted to know that you're all right. That's all that matters to us, and that you don't let those thugs ruin your trip." I kind of laughed at the way she said the word thugs. "What?" she asked. "Thugs?" I teased her. "That's kind of an old-fashioned word." "Okay, jerks, morons, impeccables," she said. "Imbeciles," she said, flipping over the sandwich in the pan. "Cretinos, as your mom would have said. Whatever you want to call them. If I saw them on the street, I would say..." She shook her head. "They were pretty big, Mom." I smiled. "Seventh graders, I think." She shook her head. "Seventh graders? Mr. Tushman didn't tell us that." "Oh my goodness." Did he tell you how Jack stood up for me?" I said, and Amos was like, bam, and he rammed him right into the leader. They both crashed to the ground like in a real fight. It was pretty awesome. Amos's lip was bleeding and everything. And I'm going to stop there on the page of 278. So as a reader, I'm thinking, he does have people that support him. They're finally sticking up for him. All right, I'll see you on the next chapter.